afternoon, Dunkirk and Fredonia listeners.
Good afternoon, Fredonia. I'm Cascio.
It's a playlist, Alex. Continue as planned.
Good afternoon, Dunkirk and Fredonia listeners, and welcome to High Noon Friday, Fredonia's longest-running variety radio program, brought to you by WCVF 88.9 The Voice and WDVL 89.5 The Inferno. I'm Alex Erwin.
And I'm Kowalyk. Today's episode is available streaming worldwide at FredoniaRadio.com.
Coming up, we will have news and weather, but first, campus news. COVID cases are on the rise here at SUNY Fredonia. As of April 27th, there are currently 84 cases on campus. Last week, SUNY Fredonia President Stephen Collison sent an email out to students, faculty, and staff reporting the cases and advising the campus to stay safe. However, the college has not decided to re-implement the mask mandate. SUNY Fredonia's afternoon commencement speaker has been announced. New York State Senator George Borrello will give the keynote address at the 3 p.m. commencement at SUNY Fredonia on Saturday, May 21st in Steele Hall. Borrello's experience as a small business owner allows him to better understand tax issues, which he has sought to fix in his senator position. He served 8 years as a Chautauqua County legislator, pursuing projects to promote tourism, improve infrastructure, downsize government, and clean up rundown properties. Borrello was a graduate of Fredonia High School and attended Purdue University. This past Saturday, April 24th, a stabbing occurred at SUNY's in Fredonia. The incident received multiple 911 calls, which led police to respond to the scene. When officers arrived, they say a large group of people exiting SUNY's. Bystanders were yelling that 2 people had been stabbed. 2 victims were located by officers, and they were attended to by Fredonia Fire and Rescue. One of the victims refused medical attention and was said by police to have released themselves from the hospital with minimal injuries. The second victim was treated for stab wounds received in a violent altercation that took place inside of Sonny's bar at the dance floor. The police say that the second victim has since been treated for their injuries and released with injuries that are deemed non-life-threatening. The stabbing incident is still under investigation, and Fredonia police are requesting that anyone with information relevant to the stabbing to contact the Fredonia Police Department at 716-679-1531. That is 716-679-1531.
Thank you, Alex. Today we'll be having our classically chaotic segment, Trivia Slightly After 12. We will also be listening to a few of our weekly segments, such as Just the Facts and Nature Speaks.
Let's start with our local news updates prepared by Cascio Fonseca, followed by a weather update prepared and read by Jules Hoepting. What's going on, Cascio?
Good afternoon, Fredonia. I'm Cascio Fonseca here with your High Noon Friday local news. In local news for this week, Democrats in the Chautauqua County Legislature have officially introduced legislation to lower the gas tax. The resolution was pre-filed last Friday for Wednesday's meeting. According to legislator Susan Parker, if enacted, it would save residents about 4 cents per gallon if prices stay where they are now. Combined with the state's decision to eliminate 16 cents per gallon of gasoline tax, customers in Chautauqua County can expect to see about 20 cents per gallon of gasoline savings effective June 1st. Originally, the 4 Democratic legislators wanted to eliminate the entire portion of the county's sales tax on gas. However, County Attorney Stephen Abdella said the state does not allow that. Counties can lower the amount to a flat tax of 8 cents, 12 cents, or 16 cents per gallon. Currently, gas prices are around $4.19 a gallon. According to the State Division of Budget, the state collects about 33.3 cents per gallon of gasoline. That amount is scheduled to be lowered by 16 cents effective on June 1st. The change was made in Governor Kathy Hochul's new budget. The state's suspension of the gas tax is set to expire on December 1st, and the County Democrats' proposal to suspend a portion would also expire on December 1st, mirroring the state. If the legislature did not pass the resolution Wednesday, it could be passed at a later date. However, the savings at the pump would be delayed until September 1st at the earliest. In other local news, the Chautauqua Watershed Conservancy has announced the 10th annual Score One for the Lake Charity Pro-Am Golf Tournament to be held Monday, June 27th at the Chautauqua Golf Club's Lake Course. All proceeds will benefit the Chautauqua Watershed Conservancy's watershed education and land conservation programs, along with projects aimed at improving the health and vitality of Chautauqua Lake and its surrounding watershed. To date, more than $200,000 have been raised in support of the Conservancy's mission. The tournament welcomes both male and female amateur golfers. Each team will include a visiting PGA professional from the Western New York and Northwestern Pennsylvania areas. The Pro-Am will have a two-best ball format with 11 a.m. shotgun start, lunch served on the course, and an awards reception at the club's Double Eagle banquet facility following play, with dinner provided by Chautauqua Institution's Athenaeum Hotel. In addition to playing in the tournament, sponsorship opportunities are available for both businesses and individuals. More information is available at the Conservancy's website or the Chautauqua Golf Course.
Hello, everyone. My name is Trevor Hauer here with your High Noon Friday sports update. In the NFL, draft season is here. NCAA Division I's top prospects are getting ready to start their journeys that they dreamt about as children. The local Buffalo Bills will get the 27th overall draft pick, and there's much speculation on whether or not the Bills should trade back or up to draft a top-tier cornerback to play alongside Tre'Davious White. The NFL draft's first and second round draft sessions will take place on Friday and Saturday. In the MLB, the New York Yankees' world-famous letter, which showed signs of illegal sign stealing, has been released to the public. The New York Yankees were found to have been using technology to illegally steal signs in the 2015 and 2016 season using a dugout phone and the players using the replay room illegally. The Yankees have yet to address this scandal publicly, and the team was fined $100,000. In the NHL, your local Buffalo Sabres have actually been fun to watch. After winning 4 games in a row and having an extremely successful weekend in New Jersey and Long Island, the Sabres are creating positive vibes for the fans going into next season. They are currently on a 4-game winning streak, just coming off a weekend where they defeated the New Jersey Devils 5-2 and the New York Islanders 5-3. Scoring 10 goals in their last 2 games, credit has to be given to players such as Owen Power, who scored his first career NHL goal, Rasmus Dahlin, Jeff Skinner, Alex Tuck, Tage Thompson, Casey Middlestat, and Vinny Hinostroza. Tonight, the Sabres will honor Rick Jeanneret in his final call as the Sabres play-by-play announcer. It will be a very bittersweet, emotional night in the KeyBank Center in downtown Buffalo. You've been listening to your sports update on High Noon Friday on WCVF 88.9 The Voice and WDVL 89.5 The Inferno.
The Northern Chautauqua Weather Update, being brought to you by Fredonia Radio Systems.
Good afternoon. It's your resident weather girl here, Jules Hoepting, bringing you the weekend forecast. This weekend's weather is predicted to be pretty nice. No catch, no jokes. It's the stable horizon on Lake Erie you've been staring at while the western New York winds have been tossing your ship and your allergies all around. Today, sunny with a high near 53, calm wind 5 to 8 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 36. Tomorrow, pretty much the same as the day before, sunny with a high near 58, winds 3 to 8 miles per hour. Tomorrow night, pretty much the same as the previous night, mostly clear with a low around 43. Sunday is the first day of May, which is cray-cray. Anyways, there is a chance of showers after 2 p.m., sunny but only partially with a high near 68. That's 10 degrees higher than the day before. Chance of precipitation is 40%, so not quite 50, but pretty close. Sunday night, showers likely, mainly between 8 p.m. and 2 a.m., mostly cloudy with a low around 50. And there you have it, folks, your weekend weather report. Now, I'm kind of hoping that the hosts are good at catching because I'm about to metaphorically toss the mic back to them. And as any gym teacher I've ever had can verify, I'm literally very bad at throwing. So, I think we're just going to have the producers turn their mics on instead. That just seems like way more logical. Anyway, enjoy the weekend, folks.
Thanks for the toss, Jules. And thank you, Cascio, Trevor, and Jules for our updates. We're going to dive right into our weekly segments. And to start, here is Just the Facts.
Welcome back to Just the Facts. I'm your host today, Alex Erwin, along with my friends Hunter.
Hello.
And Chloe.
Hello.
I am very excited about this week's episode because me and Hunter came up with this amazing idea. Was it last week, I think?
It was last week. We initially had one idea, which I'll get to in a minute,
Yes.
after we explain what today's topic is.
Yes, but today's topic is going to be Chloe's allergen.
I'm so
Chloe,
excited.
Chloe, what allergens do you have?
Okay, so I'm currently allergic to 3 things. I'm allergic to milk, egg, and shellfish.
That is 3 allergens. And guess what? There are 3 people on this show. So we each have a allergen to talk about today. I thought this was very clever, personally.
I believe so.
What do you think, Chloe?
I'm really honored that you're devoting this week to my inability to consume food.
Well, look, last week we had grilled cheese, and you can't have like your standard grilled cheese.
Yeah, I really chose not to mention my allergy to grilled cheese. I thought it was really ironic that I chose that topic.
So today we're going to
So-
make it known.
Yes. Everybody knows now you're allergic.
I'm allergic. I do have the allergic.
Well, I think we're going to start this week with Hunter. Hunter, what is your allergen that you are doing today?
I am covering milk.
Milk.
Our original idea that we were going to have.
Yeah.
We went from milk to Alex. Great idea. So my milk fact. On average, a dairy cow produces 6 to 7 gallons of milk per day. The world record is 32.65 gallons.
Whoa. Oh, you
32
want to know something?
gallons?
Yes.
Sorry, continue your fact.
That equates to 123.6 liters.
I have a milk fact about milk cows. Cows that give milk.
Dairy cows.
Dairy cows. That is them. Okay, so you guys know of Fidel Castro?
Yes.
Yes.
He was really into milk. Like really, really into milk. You know this?
He was a pro-milk consumer.
Yes, he loved milk so much that he got special cows shipped to Cuba.
Just for milk.
Just for milk that were like really good. And there was this prized cow, and I wonder if that's a world record cow you're talking about, that would like give extra gallons because he loved dairy so much. And he built all kinds of like dairy farms.
You know, I'd assume it's not. This happened August 2019.
Okay, no. So there was a cow
I
though
wonder
that
if
he
Fidel's
loved.
cow is still kicking around.
No, there's more to the story. When the cow died, it was a really big deal. Like he was very upset about it, and it was like a whole event that happened. So Fidel Castro really into milk, me not so much.
How many gallons of milk do you think you could consume, Chloe?
Not even 1 gallon, not even a glass.
Not even a glass.
Not
Not
even a
even a
glass.
full
What if it was
glass?
almond
No.
milk?
Yeah.
Well, that's not milk. That's not cow milk. I'm allergic
That's
to
fake
cow
milk.
milk.
Yeah, it comes from an almond cow.
I think that silence was really good. What's your favorite kind of cow, Hunter?
A chocolate cow.
Chocolate cow? Mine's oat cow. I like oat cows a lot.
Oat cow?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, they also got like goat cow,
Goat cow.
strawberry cow.
Strawberry cow. No, your favorite is strawberry cow. Come on. You drink a
Collecting
lot of
cows
strawberry
like
milk.
Pokemon cards.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's all Gen 1.
You know mushroom cow?
Mushroom cow.
That's
Mushroom
Gen
cow.
2.
That's
Yeah,
Gen
that's
2.
Gen 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, enough about cow shenanigans. My allergen for this week was shellfish. I originally thought it was egg, but then I was informed approximately 5 minutes before
No.
recording that it was in fact shellfish.
I get to talk about egg.
So
How
I
dare
found
you.
myself a pretty cool shellfish fact. And my fact of the shellfish is that there are 2 different kinds of crabs. There are, first, the true crabs, or the brocurans, which have a short abdomen and have 4 legs, which include most crabs, like, blue crab, spider crab, yada, yada, yada. Those types of crabs. Second, there are false crabs out there.
False crab.
False
Fake-
crabs.
like fake?
Yeah, fake crabs, which are also called anomorians, I think. Anomorians, something like that, which have a longer abdominal section and fewer legs. These include hermit crabs, king crabs, lobsters, stuff like that. Put crab rave down.
I think you should play it on the
no
show
crab
in the
rave.
background.
In the background. That'd be kind of funny. Maybe I'll do that. But no more crab rave.
Sorry.
Crab rave's gone. But yeah, there are fact crabs and false crabs. Fact crabs.
So there's
Yeah.
There's true, which are facts, and then false.
Yeah.
But well, Chloe, what is your egg fact? I
Egg.
can't speak.
My
today.
egg
I
fact.
don't think any of us can.
Yeah.
We've been messing up.
So my egg fact Now, Hunter, have you ever seen a blue chicken egg before?
Yes.
Okay, so I didn't know that could be a thing.
You can get a wide variety of colors.
Yeah, and I was reading about that, and that's really interesting. And they can be blue and green and stuff.
Blue, green, purple, pink.
Yeah, and the reason that happens is because about 500 years ago, there was a virus that infected a species of native South American chickens. And the infestation of the virus, it resulted in a genetic mutation that triggered an accumulation of a pigment known as biliverdin, which is why they have blue and green eggs.
We're getting a lot of scientific
But we never
today.
see those in the store. At least I don't buy eggs a lot, but I've never seen blue and green
Well, they probably
eggs.
get rid of them.
Yeah.
You've seen like the
Yeah.
documentary where like a bruised peach is like thrown into the shadow realm. because they can't
Yes.
sell that.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
crazy
They
to
probably
me.
do that to the blue eggs.
I would love a blue egg. If I could eat eggs, I'd want a blue one.
Say like I had a hard-boiled egg right now and you just ate it.
Yeah, I'd have an allergic reaction, Alex. That would in fact
Good to
happen.
know. Good
Okay.
to know.
Say I had like a gallon of milk and you drink it.
I would know. I would perish.
You
I would perish.
Say we had a crab right here.
right there.
Okay.
Right
now,
on the
am
table.
I
It's
eating
scurrying around
Am
the
I eating
table.
the crab, or is the crab? Is he dancing?
It pinches your hand.
He dances and then pinches
Attacks.
you.
Oh, that's fine.
He attacks.
I'm not allergic to crabs. I'm
And
allergic
in a
to
defense
shellfish.
mechanism, you
Eating
eat
them.
him.
Well, a crab's a shellfish.
If I ate him, I would have. See, you can drink a glass of milk around me, and I don't have a problem with it. A crab can skitter on the table, and I don't have a problem with it. But if that crab enters my immune system, it's over for me.
The crab can dance to EDM dance music, but the moment that it enters your stomach, an
It's
issue
over
has
for
arisen.
me. It's over. Yeah.
Well, that has been Just the Facts. I would like to thank Chloe for sharing her allergens with the world today.
You're very welcome, Alex.
And Hunter for bringing a fact, like always.
Of course, I'd love to bring awareness to it.
Yes. And we will see you next week during High Noon Friday Radiothon. There might be a little surprise
Maybe.
next week, maybe.
Maybe
Tune in.
not.
Yes.
Maybe.
Tune in Friday at noon.
Tune in Friday at noon. Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Thank you, Just the Facts, for another fact-filled episode. Next up is Nature Speaks.
Hello, this is Ash, and you're listening to Nature Speaks, where one nature nerd goes outside, looks at some stuff, and then tells you all about it. The weather's finally starting to get a bit warmer, and for a lot of us, that means that we're starting to spend more time outdoors in natural spaces, whether that's going for a hike or going to the beach or just hanging out outside. And that's great. It's really great to spend time outdoors. It's great for your mental health and for your physical health. But something to keep in mind is that the more time we spend outside, the more likely that nature is to be degraded. It was multiple years before I was taught the actual code of environmental ethics that are generally accepted by environmentalists. So I felt really guilty when I learned about the leave no trace principles because I had been an outdoors person, camping and hiking and all that for multiple years. And there were tons of things that I didn't know that I had been doing that were bad for the environment. So Leave No Trace is a nonprofit that started in 1994. They've developed a code of environmental ethics. The number one thing is to plan ahead and prepare. You always want to research where you're going. You want to know where you're going, what the conditions are going to be like, what the weather's going to be like, what you're going to need. You got to know what your goals are for the trip. How far are you going? Especially if you're in a group, there needs to be communication beforehand. How hard are we going? Is this a walk in the woods or is this an all-day thing? What are the physical abilities of everybody in the group? Research the area. What are the regulations? What do you need to know about the natural area to stay safe? The second is to travel and camp on durable surfaces. And this is to minimize impact to natural areas. The main thing with this is to stay on trails. Trails are created for a reason so that people are able to go into natural areas while also having as little impact on the area as possible. So going off trail kind of invades into those spaces. Another thing is to not cut the switchbacks. And the switchbacks are basically if you're going up a really steep terrain, the kind of snake-like trail, and then you'll see there are some like cuts in between them. Now, before I was educated on this, I thought that the Snake Lake Trail was kind of like the easy mode of hiking, and it was designed for people who couldn't go up super steep. And so I would like challenge myself to cut the switchbacks. I thought that was like the more steep or more challenging route. And then I worked a trail building job, and I was thoroughly scolded on not doing that, because the reason why switchbacks are designed that way is to reduce erosion. So basically, as it rains, the rainwater is just going to be able to drift down that trail, so you don't create a stream, which would cause lots of erosion, which would again impact the natural area more. Another thing, if you're camping, there're probably going to be established campsites or camp areas. So camp on those where it's more gravelly or rocky. Don't find a nice grassy patch when there's an established campsite right there. And camp away from the water. The third principle, which most people know, is to dispose of your waste properly. So this means litter. The number one principle is pack it in, pack it out. And if you're going camping overnight, there might be bathrooms there provided, and that's great. But if not, you gotta know how to use the bathroom properly. So do your research into that. You gotta dig a hole sometimes. Number 4 is to leave what you find. This is probably the hardest one for people to understand, because it's like, well, if I take a rock from a beach or a stick or a leaf, how much trouble is that really going to cause? I'm just one person. And I've had that mindset too. But you have to think about it. It's not just one person taking one leaf from one natural area. It's an entire culture of going into natural areas to appreciate them, but then taking from it and bringing it back to your homes or wherever when you really don't need them. Something that I'm struggling with right now is that there are tons of beautiful little wildflowers all around campus, and I really want to pick them. But I know that they would just sit on my dresser for a week and I would throw them away, whereas out in the grass, they're actually being used by pollinators and they're a part of the ecosystem. So I know it's a hard mindset to grasp, but it is important. And number 5 is to minimize campfire impacts. Research, if there's a fire ban, it's for a reason. They're not just trying to ruin your fun. Use an established fire pit. Fires kind of destroy all the vegetation in all the area, so don't pick a new spot just because you think it looks cool. Put out your fire properly. We live in an extremely wet area, so we just kind of have the mindset of like, don't worry, it'll go out on your own. And maybe that is the case around here, but it's still always just best practice to put out the fire completely. And if you're traveling to another area, if you leave a campfire unattended, that could seriously start an entire forest fire. So put out your fires. And also 6, respect wildlife. It's their home, not yours. A good rule of thumb is if they notice you, you're too close. You're gonna wanna travel quiet. You don't wanna disrupt anybody that's living there. But if you are in bear country, you do want to make noise because the bears will avoid you. They don't want to hang out with you either, but you need to let them know you're there. So if you're in bear country, travel in groups of 3 or more, make noise, all of that. Just be considerate of the fact that you are out of your element, and think about if somebody walked into your home, how would you want them to behave? Which leads into number 7, to be considerate of others. There are tons of people who are going to be out on trail this summer, wanting to respect nature, wanting to just have a good time, and you don't want to be that person. People generally are out in nature because they want to feel calm and connected to what's going on around them. So just be considerate of other people's experiences and how your behavior may be contributing to that. I hope going over the Leave No Trace principles helped you learn something. I know it was definitely good for me to review them going into the camping and backpacking season. So please, if you're going out into natural spaces, be an environmental steward and follow the Leave No Trace principles. Thank you. I'm Ash, and remember, nature speaks. Are you listening?
Thanks for that segment, Ash. Now for a special High Noon Friday interview.
All right. Hi, everybody. My name is Chloe, and I'm a High Noon Friday producer here at High Noon Friday. And I have a very, very, very special interview for you guys. And we have 2 guests here. And why don't you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves?
Hi, my name is Phoebe.
I'm Professor Mike from the Communication Department. I'm very interested in this event because next year I will be a 20-year cancer survivor.
Wow. We'll go into that. Okay.
That's just a sneak preview.
A sneak preview. Yeah. Okay. So why don't you guys tell me a little bit about the event you came to speak to us for?
Yeah. So Relay for Life is America's biggest cancer fundraising event, and it will be happening on April 30th, tomorrow at 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. the next day on May 1st.
Wow. That sounds really exciting. And who is allowed to attend this event?
Everyone on campus is allowed to attend. People in the community are allowed to attend. You can either register online if you search up Relay for Life registration, or if you go to the door, it will be $10.
Okay. What kind of events do you guys have going on there?
We'll have board games. Our theme is board games. So we're
Okay.
going to have big things like Pac-Man, the Game of Life, Monopoly. Then we're going to have moments of remembrance called the Luminaria ceremony. And it's just to honor those who have been affected by cancer.
Awesome. So remind us of the cause of this event. Like, what are you guys hoping to accomplish here?
Well, we're trying to first educate people because this event hasn't happened for a really long time, since 2019, so not a lot of people know about it. The main objective is to create hope in people that have been affected by cancer, because that's most likely every single person has been affected by cancer at one point. And we're raising money for a really good cause that goes to funds the American Cancer Society for testing, going to their websites that really help people get information about cancer.
Absolutely. And Professor Mike, you spoke about earlier in the broadcast, give us a little sneak peek. And you've actually had an experience with this. And if you wouldn't mind telling us about it, I'd love to hear it.
Yeah, what happened when I was 50 years old, I went for what was supposedly a routine colonoscopy. So I did the test as you're supposed to do. Well, of course, you think you're going to be fine. And well, lo and behold, I remember it very well because that particular day, ironically enough, I was down this way. I was down in farm country doing a story. So it was a very busy day. We're running around. And back then, we didn't have laptops to send things back to the station. So I literally had to drive out here, then come back to the station. So while I was typing up my story very quickly, because I had 3 live shots that night, I was getting everything ready to go. And I'm quickly going through my voicemail. And I noticed my doctor had notes on there 3 times. There were 3 messages. Oh, this can't be good. So I'm typing my story, crazy, getting ready to go on the air for 3 live shots, and all of a sudden the doctor says to me, "I'm very sorry to tell you have cancer." I go, "Whoa." It's something we know everyone has cancer, people have had it, but when it comes to you, it's a very, very personal thing. So meanwhile, I go out and I'm doing my live shot, I'm telling the story, so I have 1 live shot at 5 o'clock, I do my thing, and I break down, and then all of a sudden I go, "My God, I have cancer, I could die." And that happened 3 times. Well, fortunately, because it was caught early with the colonoscopy, I was treated. I had surgery, but I didn't need chemotherapy. I didn't need radiation. I'm around to talk about it 20 years later.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a remarkable thing. So I guess I've kind of become the poster boy for colonoscopies and colon cancer awareness. But that's the main message, that because it was caught early, I'm around to talk about it. And that's another thing about colon cancer. Unlike other cancers like breast cancer and lung cancer, you typically do not have symptoms until you're very far along. So you may feel actually fine, you may not actually be. So it was quite an awakening for me, and I learned quite a bit about it. In fact, when I went back to Channel 2 when I was working at the time, when I came back to work, I did a special series on colon cancer, and we talked about the very things I just mentioned, that you got to have it caught early, get diagnosed. And it's interesting, because of the series I did, I found out that all the local clinics and medical offices was a big demand for colonoscopies. Because the problem is a lot of people were afraid to be tested because they had a misconception about what it is. What happens is you are under anesthesia, and it's a procedure, basically asleep, and they put a little camera in you that goes in 30 minutes. When anybody has this misconception, they think it's like a big field camera or something, so everyone's afraid to do it. And one of the best things I heard when I get back is I got a lot of emails and phone calls from ladies who are saying, "Thanks to you, my husband will finally go," because he was afraid. But I guess they said, "Oh, Mike Igoe survived it. I guess it's okay. I guess I can too." So I guess out of the bad came a good. And as I say, I've been in this cause for many, many years, including the Relay for Life. So I've been to many, many relays for life, including our Fredonia one. So I'm so proud of our students who do this, because it does make a difference to people, absolutely. People love that support and know that strangers care about you. It's really a good thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's a really incredible story and a very important message to get out there to everybody is to make sure you do get tested because for you, I mean, you guys caught it so early that it was able to be treated. And like you were saying, you're here to speak about it today.
Yeah, and sadly, I interviewed a number of people when I did my special series when I got back, and there were some people who said, people were very sick. They said, stupid me. I thought because I didn't feel bad or anything, I'm fine. I don't need any colonoscopy. Well, not so much, because again, you typically do not have symptoms. So that's why the colonoscopy, which is a very simple test, it makes such and such a difference. It's a little inconvenient at first, what they got to do to prep you for it, but I mean, it's nothing major that's going to hurt you.
Absolutely, yeah. Is there anything you guys would like to add about the event that I didn't mention?
Yes. Since the event hasn't happened in a really long time, a lot of people don't know exactly what it means. The term relay, people think of that it's a race. So some people might think that you're running for 12 hours, but that's not the case. It's just going to be there. The whole point of it is that cancer doesn't sleep, so why should we? So everyone's going to be moving around all the time, but we're not going to be running for 12 hours. We're going to be playing board games. There will be some moments of silence and remembrance for people who have had cancer affected, but it's mainly a message of hope.
Yeah, people can come and go as they want to. You can stay for 20 minutes, you can stay for an hour, stay all night if you want to. I myself, I'm too old. I can't stay all night, but I'll be there as long as I can.
Yeah, so a lot of things to do for people and to fundraise for a very good cause is what I'm getting.
Yes.
Absolutely, awesome. Okay, so remind us one more time of where and when the event is.
Yes. So it is tomorrow, April 30th to 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. May 1st, and this will be at Steel Hall Fieldhouse.
Mm-hmm.
And registration, $15 online and $10 at the door.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you guys very much for coming on, and I appreciate it.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Again,
Yeah, thanks for telling
everybody
your
should come
story.
out. Everybody needs to come out, even if it's only for 10 minutes or so.
All right. I hope to see you guys there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on. Now let's bring it to Jazzman Josh with the international news.
Good afternoon, folks. I'm your host, Jazzman Josh, with this week's international news. An elderly lady in Vicenza, Italy, is celebrating her 90th birthday today, and she got to enjoy a very special surprise yesterday. 90-year-old Marie Mion got to have her cake and eat it too, a cake that is 77 years overdue. During one of the final battles of World War II, coincidentally the night of Marie's 13th birthday, U.S. soldiers fought off German soldiers in Italy. That night, her mother left a birthday cake cooling on the windowsill that the American soldiers stole after their victory against the Germans. Well, the U.S. Army garrison in Italy surprised Marie Mion yesterday with a birthday cake as an apology for having stolen that cake many years ago. A crowd of U.S. commanders and Italian officials sang happy birthday to her in both English and Italian. And in a statement from the U.S. Army, according to them, Mion told the crowd, quote, "Tomorrow we will eat that dessert, with all my family remembering this wonderful day that I will never forget." End quote. Happy birthday, Marie Mion. Could Bitcoin become an international reserve currency? Well, the Swiss National Bank is saying no, at least not yet. Today, Chairperson Thomas Jordan spoke up at the bank's annual general meeting. Jordan claims that there is simply no need for it yet. He states that the Swiss National Bank would have no problem paying for Bitcoin, either directly or through third-party investment products. However, according to Thomas Jordan, quote, "But from the current perspective, we do not believe Bitcoin meets the requirements of currency reserves. That's why we have until now decided not to have Bitcoin on our balance sheet." End quote. A reserve currency is a currency that a country saves in reserve for use in international trade among other countries, or investments as a form of reliable currency. Chairman Thomas Jordan did not disclose the reasoning for why he believes the Swiss National Bank is not ready to use the Bitcoin as a reserve currency. And now for some COVID-19 updates. South Africa is currently seeing a surge in coronavirus cases as the Omicron variant BA4 is causing hospitalizations to rise. Meanwhile, the virus is slowing down in South Korea, with the mask mandate loosening for them on Monday. South Koreans will be required to wear the masks outside, but only in gatherings of 50 or more people. The mandate remains in place for indoor spaces and public transit. Moderna is currently trying to get the FDA to approve its vaccination for the youngest demographic yet, infants and toddlers. They have submitted data to the FDA in hopes that it proves the vaccine can protect children 6 and under. And finally, China has halted a freight train this morning in trade with North Korea as it deals with infections in the town of Dandong. China is still sticking to its guns with mass testing and lockdown. All right, folks, it is time for the Jazzman Josh Word of the Week.
The Jazzman Josh word of the week. This week is
Buffoonery. That's right, folks. The Jazzman Josh word of the week for this week is buffoonery. Buffoonery, according to the Merriam-Webster Dictionary, is foolish or playful behavior or practice. Buffoonery is the practice of being a buffoon, a jester. The word buffoon itself finds its etymological roots in Latin as the word for toad. Thank you very much for listening. Have yourself a wonderful weekend. Stay warm and be cool.
Thanks for the updates, Josh. I really enjoyed the word of the week this week. Finally, we have something special for you all that are listening. It's time for trivia slightly after 12. On this segment, we test the minds of students here on Fredonia's campus for the chance to win glorious prizes. This week, we have 3 wonderful contestants ready to win big by answering some questions. Please introduce yourselves.
My name's Trevor Hauer.
My name is Bree Howard.
My name is Johnny Zareski.
All right, you know the drill. The first one to shout their name after the question is read, will be able to take a shot at answering the question. Each question is worth 1 point. And at the end of the game, the person with the most points will win and be declared the winner. This week's category is science. Science.
Let's go.
And we are going to start with question number 1. Which of these
That makes
fruits-
sense.
Yes, it does make. Thanks, Johnny.
No
Too
problem.
much sense. Too much sense.
No problem.
Number 1.
Happy to be here.
All right.
I'm sorry, Jackson. Go ahead.
Which of these fruits is actually partially radioactive? Is it A, bananas, B, apples, C, peaches, or D, tangerines?
Johnny,
Johnny.
A bananas.
Bananas is correct.
Nice job.
I'm also going to move my computer screen back a little bit.
I actually,
How many
Scout's
radioactive
honor.
bananas have you eaten in your
Scout's honor, I did not look at your.
Wait, did
I
we
just
or
wanna
did we
know.
not do this?
How many
as just
radioactive
the facts?
bananas?
'Cause
Have
didn't
you
do
eaten
the
several
math
a day?
on
Several?
this?
Several, yeah.
And you're still, and yet you're
how
still
many
here.
Bananas we
There
guessed
you go.
You can eat. How many bananas people eat in a
Yeah.
year? That was what we did.
So
on Just the Facts.
that's a
This is
lot. We
different. This
found
is-
that
this
it's
is
a
different
lot
banana
of
fact.
It's
bananas.
just varying
in fact.
banana questions.
But a fun fact about that is that bananas actually contain a high amount of potassium, which decays over time, making it radioactive. You don't have to worry, though. You would need to eat 10 million bananas to die of banana-induced radiation poisoning. At that point, though, I doubt the radiation is what would hurt you.
I feel like it's a
Yeah.
challenge.
Yeah.
Who's up for the challenge?
10 million bananas? I don't think
That's
I
so
could do
much.
that. That is a lot.
It's a lot of potassium right there.
Yes.
A lot of yellow, too.
Number 2, please.
Number 2, please.
Great.
Who's doing number 2? Jackson?
Jackson is
Jackson?
because I wrote
Okay.
3.
Sure.
Mr. Sun.
Thanks, Jackson.
You need like cup
Science can be split into 3 categories: natural sciences, social sciences, and formal sciences. Which of the following is not a branch of natural science? Biology, chemistry, oceanology, or physics?
Johnny.
Whoa.
I think that was Trevor.
I was going to go with chemistry.
That is incorrect. I'm sorry.
Johnny.
Johnny.
Oceanology.
That is correct.
That seems pretty natural to me, the ocean.
You got a little
Okay.
science boy in
We
the
do.
room.
Chemistry, you
I
mix
am-
things together to make it
I don't
unnatural.
think that you understand. I am a huge little science
A
nerd.
huge little science nerd.
I am
Fun
a
fact.
huge science nerd.
If you type in "is oceanology" into the Google search bar, the first and third auto-completes ponder if oceanology is actually a real word.
Nice.
Pretty cool fact.
Okay, question
Well,
3.
I apologize.
sorry.
Is it a real word?
I don't know. It's
And
fine.
yeah,
I
it's
would
a
say
science.
yes.
It's a science,
I don't know.
right?
Is it?
I don't know. I didn't write this question.
I think Hunter wrote
Hunter?
this question.
Yeah, this was probably Hunter.
I'm guessing it's the
Fair
study
enough.
of the ocean.
That makes sense.
Isn't that
That's
like
what I would
marine
guess.
biology
It is.
though?
It is.
Marine
true.
biology.
No,
What's the
oceanology
difference?
is the
Study
study
of
of the
fish.
oceans. Marine biology is the study of the animals and plants.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Because then that's probably like geology.
So you're just
Yeah.
studying water.
Well,
Earth science.
ecosystem
Studying
dynamics,
saltwater.
ocean currents, waves, and so
Yeah,
So
okay.
water.
Earth science. Anyways, question
Continue,
3.
Chloe.
I will continue.
As you should.
Which planet has the most moons? Is it A, Jupiter?
Johnny.
Trevor.
I think Johnny said it
I think
first.
Johnny got it.
Oh, you got it.
Uranus.
I
thought
really
this was
hate
a
to break it
layup.
to you, but that's incorrect.
I said it second. Can I just listen to the rest of the
No, you gotta answer.
You gotta answer.
Jupiter?
Yes!
Let's go.
Yeah, that makes
so
sense.
good.
Let's go.
I know that Uranus has 27 moons. I apologize.
Jupiter has
Uranus.
what, like 60?
Jupiter
Uranus.
has 67 known moons, which is 67 times more moons than the Earth has.
Let's go.
That makes sense.
You were
Yeah.
so confident.
You were so. It was so funny. I was gonna put that as
Uranus.
an option too.
What
But
were the other choices?
Saturn, Mars, and Neptune.
Yeah, Saturn would have been my second choice.
Yeah.
Oh my
Fair
God.
enough.
Saturn has a lot too.
Okay, well then,
Indeed.
number 4. According to the journal Green Chemistry, which of these pieces of garbage can be turned into vanilla flavoring? Is it A, manure, B, tires, C, ruined clothing, or D, plastic bottles?
Trevor, I go plastic bottles.
Plastic bottles is correct.
Let's go.
This is a
Good stuff.
This
This
is
is intense.
violent game of
Yes,
trivia
it
today.
is.
Jeez.
I woke up and
caught in the
chose
crossfire.
violence.
Poor Bree's
Yeah,
like,
I
I'm
know,
on
I
the crossfire
apologize.
now. Oh my goodness. Well, fun fact
Watching a
about it.
tennis match.
I
We are-
woke up
we
and I
are
chose
right across-
violence today.
We are right across the
It's
table
another
from
trivia
each other.
duel.
Yeah.
It
This
seems.
is like on guard, duel.
Breeze the sheriff just watching these two fools
Yeah.
shit each other in the street.
Yeah.
Well, fun fact, the plastic can be turned into vanilla through genetically modified bacteria. It hasn't been tested for human consumption yet, though, so I'll have to continue to wait to be able to reasonably eat a Sprite bottle. Very sad.
Awesome.
Do you know the one YouTube video that turns plastic gloves into grape soda?
What?
What?
No.
do not know this
there
one.
is a I don't even know Nile Red, I think his name is. It's like a YouTube channel, and one of his most famous videos is he turns like the chemicals within like
The glove
plastic
itself.
gloves, and he turns it into grape soda.
Yeah, Nile Red.
That's crazy.
Turning plastic gloves into grape soda. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Cool. Anyway, question number 5. Which of the following is not true about Bill Nye, the Science Guy?
I just saw Johnny just stand up straight.
Which is
yeah.
not true. Is it A, he worked at Boeing and quit to become a comedian? B, he won a Nobel Prize not for science, but for peace? C, Bill Nye once won a Steve Martin lookalike contest? Or D, he helped design the sundial used on Mars landers?
Bree?
Bree.
Is it C?
It is not C. He did win a Steve Martin lookalike
That's
contest.
really interesting.
Trevor,
Really?
Yes, Trevor.
let's go with D.
D is also incorrect. He did design the sundial used on the Mars landers.
Hold on, can I hear A and B again?
It is either he worked at Boeing, which is the company that makes planes, and quit to become a comedian, or B, he won a Nobel Prize not for science but for peace.
Come on, Johnny, we can't strike out.
I feel like it's A.
It is not A.
We struck out. 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
Boom.
Wah, wah.
Fun fact: Bill Nye does not have a Nobel Prize at all, but
That
he has
makes sense.
19 Emmy Awards and 6 honorary doctorate degrees.
Legend.
Wow.
Wow.
Legend of the game.
And he also wasn't he here for?
He was. He
Yes,
did
he
christen
was.
the
Science
Science
Center.
Center when it was unveiled in like 2015 or
Somebody
something.
said
Yeah.
that, and I had to look it up. I was like, you're lying.
We
No,
have,
it's
we have a
true.
ticket.
Yeah,
here
we
in
have
the
a
station.
ticket in the station from it.
That's
And a
pretty
little
cool.
poster, too.
Yeah, a little
Yeah.
posty.
Okay, question 6. Which element makes diamonds appear blue? Is it A, boron, B, neon, C, carbon, or D, calcium?
Johnny, wait.
Oh,
I have no idea.
You buzzed in already.
It,
buzzed
it,
in.
it, it's
We have a time limit or
it's
something?
carbon.
no.
No,
Put that in there to trick you.
it's all carbon.
It's all carbon, but it's got other stuff in it too.
Bree?
Mhm.
A?
Yeah, Bree.
Bree on
ding,
the
ding, ding, ding.
board.
What was A again?
Boron.
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 Yeah, and so the more boron in there makes it a darker blue, and the darker blue a diamond is, the more money it's worth. Which is weird because you see people wearing like the clear ones all the time.
Yeah.
Don't I
But-
feel like a boron now?
Boron.
Mine diamond.
Jackson, did
Mine
you write number 7?
diamonds.
No,
I wrote 8.
I figured you wrote 8.
Yeah.
I'll read
My
it.
next one's not until 10, so
I'll read 7 then. Why not? Number 7. Population ecology is a subfield of ecology that studies the interaction of populations and species. Wow, this is really sciencey.
Oh yeah,
I was
Hunter
gonna say
wrote
this
this
is the
one.
worst
You guys
part.
chose science for the theme. We're writing about science.
You chose it too.
I didn't write science.
Anyways, the current population of the world is approximately 7.9 billion people. And what does the United Nations predict this number to be in the year 2050? Is it A, 8.6 billion, B, 9.7 billion, C, 10.4 billion, or D, an even 12 billion people?
Johnny.
Johnny.
It's the first one.
8.6 billion
Yes.
is incorrect.
Trevor,
Trevor,
it's gotta be B then.
B, 9.7 billion?
Yeah.
That one's correct.
Let's go.
Well done.
Process of
Oh
elimination.
my gosh.
Well,
Oh my gosh.
fun fact, as of right
It's not
now,
fun anymore.
as of right now, China is in the lead for having the largest population. But India is approaching rapidly and is expected to surpass China in 2027.
All right.
Wow. Can we have a
Shout-
score update?
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Right
it's
now,
actually-
shout out to
Trevor is in
China.
the lead with 3 points. Johnny is close behind with 2, and Bree is
Ooh.
also close behind with 1.
3, 2, 1.
Wow.
Wow, that's actually a close
There's
game.
1 whiff.
a
One whiff.
singular whiff. No special points yet.
Nope.
Surprisingly.
Number 8, Bazinga. Sheldon Cooper's catchphrase on The Big Bang Theory was used in the official naming of what species of animal? Is it A, stingray, B, praying mantis, C, spider, or D, jellyfish?
Johnny.
Johnny,
Praying mantis.
incorrect.
What was that, Duck?
Let me see. Can you read through the options again? You said stingray.
Stingray, spider, or jellyfish?
Trevor,
Trevor,
stingray.
stingray is incorrect.
Bree, jellyfish.
It is jellyfish. Congratulations.
There we go.
3
there
to
we
2
go.
to 2 now.
It's
Wow.
called the
Mhm.
Bazinga Reiki jelly. The show also inspired the name of an endangered Brazilian bee, the Euglossa bazinga bee.
Sounds
Fun
nerdy.
facts.
Mm-hmm.
Well then, number 9. Which scientist was the only one to win a Nobel Prize in 2 different sciences? Is it A, Marie Curie, B, Rosalind Franklin, C, Albert Einstein, or D, Nikola Tesla?
Trevor,
Trevor.
D. Tesla.
Tesla is incorrect.
Johnny.
Johnny.
Curie.
Curie is correct.
Yeah.
I will give you a science point if you can tell me what sciences she got the prizes
What
in.
sciences?
Do you-
I know that she got one. Did she get one in chemist?
I would just stick with the 3 points.
Are you committing to that?
Well, I know that she did a lot with radiation.
Yes.
That's
so
true.
I feel like it would be chemistry, but I
Chemistry is one.
There's
Chemistry
one.
is one. Okay.
That
and
was
then
her-
She did.
What's the other one? This one's a bit tougher.
Peace.
Peace science.
No.
Peace. Oh wait, physics? Is it physics?
Give Johnny a science point for me
Yo,
because
let's
yes, Curie received her first award in 1903 for physics
Man.
for her work in radiation and her second in chemistry in 2011 for her work on radium and polonium. She received the chemistry one posthumously. She died in 1934.
Yeah.
Rip.
I was gonna say
She-
1903
she
to
did,
2011 is a
yes.
big gap.
She did girl boss
That was
though.
she did girl boss that.
She,
Did you give Johnny a science point for me?
Yes,
Because that
I
was
did.
impressive.
can I also get a girl boss point, please?
No.
That would just be blatant cheating.
Wow.
Chloe,
Ca-
did you write 10?
Can you consider
write
the
10.
can you consider the girl boss point?
No.
It's a mental point.
Please? No. Okay, I concede. Continue.
Okay, question 10. I wrote this one. Bree might have an advantage here now that I'm thinking about it.
No.
No.
But,
What sense?
all right, which
You
of the
shush.
following is not the real name of a neuron? Okay. Is it A, astrocyte neurons, B, Purkinje neurons, C, corpus neurons, or D, interneurons?
Bree, C.
Yeah, that's correct.
never
No,
even
I
heard
didn't
of
know
that.
Bree was going on because Bree is in fact a psychology minor taking a class that you learn this in. And I didn't know that Bree was going to be on the show when I wrote this, so my bad.
In fact, don't remember that.
That was really good, though. Anyways, so corpus is actually part of the word corpus callosum, which is basically just a big bunch of nerve fibers that connect the two hemispheres of the brain.
Interesting.
Okay, I might have learned that, but my
That looks
brain's
like
Maybe
a
just learned it right
It is
now.
a smiley face. Thank you.
You know, I think
is
you're
really
right.
Well, I think it might be time.
It's your time to read 11.
Huh?
It's your time to read number 11.
Yes, I believe it is.
Did you also write 11?
No.
Oh.
That's a lot
Who
of
wrote
questions.
11? They're
More
all similar.
questions.
All right, anyway.
Number 11. Which of the following flowers is said to have abilities of absorbing radiation?
There's a theme here.
There is a lot of
Yeah, I was
radiation.
just
Yeah,
gonna
there's
say.
there's been at least 3.
Yeah, I wrote 2 of them, but this one was not me. So thank
Not
you,
me.
Hunter, most likely. Which of the following flowers is said to have abilities of absorbing radiation? Is A, dandelions, B, poppies, C, tulips, or D, sunflowers?
Johnny.
Johnny,
Poppies.
incorrect.
Bree.
Those are the ones that make you sleep.
Bree,
A.
A, dandelions, incorrect.
Trevor,
Trevor,
let's go with a C.
nobody is getting the point for the
Oh.
final radiation question. It
was gonna
was
say
sunflowers.
Sunflower?
Yeah,
Dang.
sunflowers. Well, fun fact, sunflowers are what environmental scientists call hyperaccumulators, plants that have the ability to take up high concentrations of toxic materials in their tissues. They can absorb zinc, copper, and other common pollutants across a variety of their genome.
Yo, shout out to sunflowers.
Shout out
Shout out to
sunflowers.
Post Malone, too. Yeah.
Shout out to Spider-Man.
That was a good joke.
Into the Spider-Verse.
Wow, what a funny bit that we just had. Oh, whoa. What is that? Oh, no, you guys hear that? You know what that means?
Oh, yeah.
It's 80s hour.
It's time for Turbo Trivia time.
Let's go.
I'm going to say a science. It will be something-ology. And you're going to tell me if it's real or fake. We're going to go down the line. It's going to be Trevor, Bree, Johnny. You say
Got it.
true or false, yes or no, and then we move on to the next one. It's quick.
All right.
Okay,
It's
ready,
like a speed
Trevor?
round.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Agonology, the study of human ignorance.
It's false.
That is real. Damn. Bree, melisophonology, the study of honey. Melissophonology.
False.
That is real. Johnny,
Yes.
boyology, the study of boats.
How do you spell boyology?
B-O-U-Y-O.
B-O-U?
Yeah, boyology.
That is incorrect. That is not real.
That is correct. It is not true.
Yo!
Time to bounce
Trevor,
back. Time to bounce back.
portology, the study of making things portable.
That's real.
Nope.
Oh, my God.
Bree. Deltiology, the study of postcards.
Real?
That is real. Johnny,
Yes.
phasology, the study of the paranormal.
That's real.
Nope.
Ah!
Trevor,
Yes.
Schrödingology, the study of the simultaneous states of being.
That's real.
Nope. Bree, pongonology, the study of beards.
Real?
That is real.
Nice.
I'm just trying to get one here.
Johnny,
Yes.
nosology, the study of knowledge.
That's not real.
It is real, and it's spelled with a G. It is real. And
No, it's
spelled
not.
With a G.
No, it's not.
G-N-O-S-E.
Nosology?
Nosology.
Yeah, it starts with a G.
You are
A
lying to
GN.
me, Jackson
Nope, it is
DiCarlo.
real.
Yeah.
I need to redeem myself.
All right, Trevor.
Don't gaslight me.
Thaumatology, the study of wonders and miracles.
That's real.
That is real.
Let's go.
All right, Bree. Scienceology, not to be confused with Scientology, the study of
Yes.
sciences.
Not real.
That is not real.
Mhm.
Johnny.
Yes.
Ironology, the study of peace.
No, that's not real.
Nope, that's real. Trevor. Noctology, the study of humans as a nocturnal species.
That's not real.
That is not real. Bree. Punology, the study of puns.
Not real.
It is real.
Let's go.
You have puns?
Yep.
Wow.
Johnny.
Yes.
Nullology, the study of fingers and toenails.
That can't be real.
It is not real.
Let's go!
Trevor.
Yeah.
Catology, the art or practice of deliberately deceiving or teasing people.
That's real.
That is real. Bree. Latrinology, the study of writings on toilet walls. Nope, that's real.
Oh, man.
Johnny.
Yes.
Hippopathology, the study of diseases of horses.
That is real.
That is real.
Woo!
There you
All
go.
right, last one each.
Okay.
Campanology, for Trevor, the study of or practice of ringing bells.
That's real.
That is real. Bree, depotology, the study of department stores.
That's real.
Nope. And Johnny,
Yes.
gelology, the study of gels, oozes, and other fluid solids.
That is not real.
That is not real.
Wow.
Wow.
Oozes.
Yeah. Wow.
I was looking for a lot of Latin roots.
Yeah, that's smart.
That is really smart, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was sitting there last night and I was like, I don't know, gelology.
Gelology. Goopology.
Because some of these are really funny. It's like just
Goopology.
punology or
Scientology.
latrinology.
I know.
Scientology.
At first I was like, punology? That's not real. But then you said that it was, and I'm like, are you
Oh,
kidding
yeah.
me?
Horse diseaseology, I guess, is real.
Well,
That's hippopathology.
Hippopathology.
Yeah.
Hippopathology.
Yes.
All right.
For
Wow.
horses.
What a...
That was
What a
intense.
game.
It was
That
intense.
yeah,
You know,
I
that
have
was
no idea
something.
what the score is.
I'm
me
feeling
neither.
like a little baby Einstein right now. I feel so smart.
Wow.
Little Einstein?
Little Einstein.
Little Einstein.
fella. I feel like we've learned so much today.
Yo, there's so much to find.
Yes.
I learned more
Just-
today than I ever have in this, in my college career. So thanks,
I
guys.
learned more from my psych minor
Yo,
than I have in a while.
Yeah, yeah.
The one thing I really want to learn, though, is the current point standings.
Me too.
Jackson.
It was very close, and the turbo trivia time definitely came into play because some people really came back. It is almost comical where we landed.
We're getting our We're getting our
because
final scores.
The scores are 6, 7, and 8.
Ooh. We're gonna appreciate here.
With a ruthless comeback in last place, unfortunately, is Bree. You really tore it up in the
Ruthless
in the,
comeback, though.
In the
Yeah.
turbo
Ruthless
trivia
comeback.
time.
4 points.
That was good.
Really good.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was by 1 point, the winner.
Ooh.
And unfortunately, that point was the science point. So Johnny, you're the winner of
Johnny Zareski!
science
Knowing
trivia.
Wow.
the science
So,
behind
you're-
it.
He and Trevor
Yeah.
You're telling me that I got robbed by a science point?
Yeah.
We should be going to overtime.
I will
Wow.
give you a science point, Trevor, if you can name 4 characters on The Big Bang Theory.
Sheldon,
Uh-huh.
Raj,
Yep.
Penny, and Leonard.
Okay.
Science point.
We're going into
no!
overtime.
Oh, we're going.
Now I'm really caught in the crossfire.
Dang, we are going to overtime. We got 2
We
minutes.
need like
That's enough time for
That's enough.
trivia.
2 minutes.
Okay, you ready?
extra
Are you ready?
tiebreak.
So this is going to be a
Yes.
lightning
Yes.
fast question. You have to. You don't even buzz in. You just have to
Shout
just
it out.
shout out the answer. What is the first element?
Oxygen.
Hydrogen.
Hydrogen.
Johnny's
That was
Zareski
intense.
trivia champion.
Well
Oxygen
played,
is
sir.
the 8th element.
Well played, sir.
How does it feel to be another trivia champion,
Oh,
Johnny?
it's better than it's better than love. It's better. It's better than
Science over love.
It's
Yes.
better than seeing your goals achieved. It's really the best. Like it's really the best feeling.
Who would you like to thank?
Who would I like to thank? I would like to thank Father Science and Mother Science as well.
I'd like to thank our hosts for their next transition that they're about to do.
Yes, I'd like to thank
Jesus Christ for having me finish second place today.
All right.
I would also like to thank if I want to talk a little bit about radiation because there's a little. He turned my mic off, but no.
Alex,
well,
please.
time to bring it back to our host for the for the afternoon.
I'm bringing down the station.
That that wraps it up for High Noon Friday this week. And thank you for joining us. And make sure you tune in next week, same time, same place. High Noon Friday has been brought to you on WCVF 88.9 FM The Voice and WDBL 89.5 The Inferno on the web.
High Noon Friday is assembled through collaboration with students from Fredonia Radio Systems. Our producers and scriptwriters are Jackson DiCarlo, Alex Erwin, Hunter Halterman, and Chloe Kowalyk. Board operation is performed by Jackson DiCarlo. Sports is prepared and read by Trevor Hauer. News is presented and read by Cascio Fonseca and Jazzman Josh. Weather is prepared and read by Jules Hoepting. Tune in next week for another great edition of High Noon Friday, Radiothon Edition. I'm Alex Erwin.
And I'm Chloe Kowalyk. Thanks for listening, and make sure to tune in same time, same place next week. Have a great weekend, Fredonia.
Bye-bye.
Bye.